boys? Welcome back to the corner. The only corner where we're selling statistics and knowledge, not dope and pussy. It's here, boys. National championship has came and gone. Um, the Indiana Hoosiers are your national champions for the first time in program history. I don't think there could have been anybody else in the nation who's more deserving than Kurt Cignetti, um, Mendoza, just the entire program. I mean, it is 100%. This type of shit is why people are more are I like college football over the NFL. The game, Indiana gets the win 27-21. Miami had a chance to go down here in the last minute of the game and get a win. If you would have told me that was going to happen before the game, I would have told you lost your fucking mind. I thought the Indiana Hoosiers were about to go down to Miami and walk into Hard Rock Stadium and beat the dog shit out of Miami. I thought they were going to dog walk them from one side of the field to the other. I thought it was going to be a Georgia TCU situation. I think that right there speaks volumes about that game, which we'll probably get into a whole nother time. But Indiana, to start the game, they 3 and out, pretty much done. But their first 3 points, they had to work hard for. I believe it was 12 plays, 75 yards, 8 minutes. I mean, it was something ridiculous. I mean, the time split was 36 minutes to 23 minutes. So I mean, it is very hard for Miami to win a game that they're almost double the time. I mean, they almost have a third of the time split right here. Mendoza got absolutely smacked around the entire game. Whether it was actually getting sacked, he was sacked 3 times, but he was getting popped. He was dirty early. The boy was getting touched. He was making some absolutely dangerous passes, but at this point in the season, I think it just speaks to how absolutely amazing this Miami defense was. And, everybody likes to shit on Malachi Tony and Mark Fletcher Jr. have had a problem holding on to the ball. Carson Beck is Carson Beck. He had a couple of games with over 2 interceptions. With that being said, I don't think that the Hurricanes staff ever fully got that trust back from for Carson Beck after his 4 interception game. I think it 100% made them find their running game and find a way to make Mark Fletcher Jr. and Malachi Tony be part of this offense, even if Carson Beck isn't being a multi-million-dollar transfer quarterback, which he wasn't a majority of the year. But in the playoffs, Carson Beck was exactly what he needed to be every time he needed to be it, except for this one game. Miami 3 for 11 on third down. I mean, there were a lot of times it felt like Indiana was about to run away with this football game, and not at any point of this game did it feel like either team was going to get what they needed going. I mean, I didn't feel like either one of these teams were going to pull away. Every time in the second half that Indiana would go up 10 points, Miami would come back and immediately put 7 up. Missed field goals. Had a blocked punt in the second half that was recovered for a touchdown. That was an absolute beauty. I mean, if you looked away, it was fast and it swung momentum. And in that moment, you honestly thought that it was over with. You honestly thought that was going to be it. That was when Indiana was going to put the foot on the gas and just take off. And that's not what happened at all. D'Angelo Pond with multiple pass breakups in this football game. Every deep ball that Carson Beck put up, D'Angelo Pond was putting his hand on. I mean, it was an absolute beauty on defense for Indiana, in and out. Offensively, defensively, special teams. Indiana has been fundamentally sound every step of the way, even the Penn State game. I mean, it took a lot for them to come back from that. And, I mean, look at them now. I mean, if you would have told us at the beginning of the year, if we knew this was going to be the team, and you told us that's what was going to happen against Penn State, I'm not taking that. I mean, I'm telling you, you lost your mind. Everything we know now. Charlie Becker, an honorable mention for Indiana. It's not even honorable mention. They won, but two big catches in the what I'm calling Mendoza's legacy run. I mean, the boy is just an absolute, took some shots, but um, Charlie Becker had a third and fourth down catch. The fourth down catch, I have no idea how Charlie Becker came up with this football. He caught it with his wrist behind him. Like, it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. So, with that being said, I think it was very home brand for the season to end on a Carson Beck interception. Um, I'm not saying that out of hatred for Carson Beck. I'm saying that out of um, the college football world got flipped here in the college football playoffs. I mean, they took out Ohio State, Texas A&M, Ole Miss takes out Dogs. Oklahoma beats Alabama, or Alabama comes back against Oklahoma. I'm sorry, where is my mind? That feels like ages ago. All of that feels like ages ago. With that being said, it was Miami's first time all year long losing to a ranked football team. They were 7-0 coming to this game. Obviously, in the season, 7-1 against AP ranked football teams. But, I mean, dude, holy shit. They just never went away. Never went away. I mean, I think the losses that they had were against teams that weren't ranked. I mean, if you would have said, I mean, also the fact that the Miami Hurricanes, the fact that the U was in this football game playing is absolutely astonishing, but it is every other reason why Notre Dame should have been in these playoffs over JMU and Tulane. You cannot tell me that Notre Dame playing Miami down to the last play has no business being in the playoffs. A team that's in the national championship took it down to the last play. So, this is the third straight Big Ten championship. Third straight Big Ten champion in a row. Miami just struggled early, really couldn't get it down. Really could not get it down. And then Jamari Sharp to pick it, to end it, to seal the trophy for the Hoosiers. With that being said, IU only had 317 yards of offense here, to Miami's 342. Now 232 passing yards for Miami, but 122 of that, over half of that, were to Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony and Mark Fletcher Jr. will 100% have Miami back in contention in the next 2 years. For the next 2 years, not in the next 2 years, but for the next 2 years, they will 100% be in the conversation. Now, who's going to be the quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes? That is still yet to be announced. We don't know. Obviously, they love they've had 2 straight transfers. But Mendoza, 16 for 27, 186 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. The absolute monster rushing touchdown. Keelan Black, 17 for 79. Hemby was 19 for 63, I believe. I do not have it down. Omar Cooper Jr., 5 for 71. Charlie Becker, 4 for 65. Jamari Sharp, not only with the game-sealing pick, he had a pass breakup before that and 5 tackles. D'Angelo Pons, 5 tackles to go with his 3 pass breakups. On the other side of the ball, Carson Beck, we've got 19 for 32, 232 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Really bad pick. Really bad pick. 17 for 112 was Mark Fletcher Jr. Malachi Toney, 10 for 122. C.J. Daniels, the LSU transfer, absolutely making a difference in this offense with 4 for 62 yards. And the 2 edge rushers for Miami, Mazador and Bain, combined for 7 tackles, 3 of them being sacks. So you just can't. Miami was 5 yards a rush. I mean, they did everything they could, but this Indiana team was not. There's just no way they were leaving this city without the trophy, man. There's just no way. I would have bet my life on it. I would have been sorely disappointed and scared if I bet my life on it, because that did get a little scary there until Carson threw the pick. But that's it, boys. Indiana Hoosiers are your 2026 national champion. We're going to take a little bit of time off from the pod, a month max, not anything crazy. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all letting me come on here and talk shit and spit some facts, spit some statistics out at you. Just kind of bounce off. It was a funky year. We had started off doing the NFL and college football. Just kind of felt like I was drowning myself in football. I wasn't ever really sitting down to just enjoy a game. So we're going to move forward just college football. We are 100% going to be covering this Super Bowl in the next few weeks. So that might be when we tap back in here. But appreciate you for listening. Those who do, we'll be back. I'm going to do a real deep dive. Start messing around with some editing this year or this off season, and just kind of get just kind of tighten everything up, so that way next year we can come in, we can be a little bit better than we were last year, if not mounds and mounds better. So with that being said, boys, doses.